you through the Slapchop history very quickly, because then I want no more part in it. So, because something happened yesterday, which made me yesterday, the day before, I think it was the day before actually, because I was dealing with a studio leak yesterday. Something really, really sad happened 2 days ago, and I was like, okay. So what happened? About 6 months ago, I made what I thought was a funny painting video, which was satirical in nature, describing a painting technique which I was taught to help me paint armies better. A fun, light-hearted, and from the very outset, quite clearly jokey painting video, where I said that I learned things from Turkish monks. Okay, atop a mountain. All right. Okay, many other things, right? Many other things happened. So that was phase one. Or if you're an MCU fan, so this is the Slapchop Cinematic Universe, yeah, or the SCCU. So during wave one, we got to like 150,000 views, which is the most successful video I've done by a long, long way, which is really embarrassing considering I'm actually a gaming content creator. So pretty sad for me, all told. That's the situation. By the way, I'm joined by the Twitch chat. There they are, legends. Then we got to wave two. So when I was in Canada, which is obviously some of you won't know when that is, but it was about 8 weeks to maybe 10 weeks ago, I was in Canada doing some coverage of a 40K event and seeing a load of friends. I noticed that like the numbers have just skyrocketed again. I was like, what the hell? We had like 70,000 more views in like about 28-day period, which again is a significant number of views for content I create. And I was like, oh wow, what the hell has happened? And it turned out it had been shared on some like D&D forums and some D&D YouTube channels, which is very different to like the kind of wargaming community, and I'm definitely not plugged into them. And most importantly, I don't follow any of those like accounts on my social media platforms. Specifically Twitter is my preferred social media platform. So it just started to skyrocket. And I was like, okay, so that's phase two. Again, non-confrontational, non-issue. First video, fun, light-hearted, no one cares, right? Just a fun video. We all had some fun. Some people learned to paint. I learned to paint. We learned to paint together. We're friends. We're kindness. Like, it's all joy, yeah? It helped people like it helped me. Who could be hurt by such a beautiful and lovely thing? Then, and thank you to Eon Blue for donating 5 gift subscriptions. You absolute legend. Thank you so much. If only I could fix roofs with gift subscriptions. That would be the best. Anyway, thank you to Sophia Kittens for resubscribing. Love to you, and I am excited about that. Anyway, then everything changed. The almost the kind of Civil War era of the Slapchop Cinematic Universe occurred, and Ninjon sent me a message. So he's a large YouTube content creator, and he said to me, "Hey Rob, I really like to do a Slapchop video. Do you mind if you do a small skit at the start?" And I did a pro-union skit at the start. It really made me conscious at that point that people don't understand sarcasm. I was like, but never mind. At the start of the video, and we had some real fun. Then and that went really viral again. It went super successful. I think it's got over like 300,000 views. People really like it. That's really successful. Great for Ninjon. He makes really great content in that field anyway. Super successful. Okay. Then we entered so this is what I call phase 3. So the Ninjon is phase 3. Yeah. And this is where the internet lost its mind. Yeah. The internet lost its whole mind. Everyone was furious. People were screaming. People were like saying horrible things about me. Specifically, and I don't really care about people saying horrible things about me, but the one thing that they said, which I thought was really, really which just made me sad, was that I kept claiming that I invented the process. And I obviously didn't invent the process. As the original joke video alludes to, I was taught the process. And it wasn't a process called Slapchop. It was, you should do this because you're shit at painting. And I was like, thanks, I'll do that. So the whole thing around was, in the original video, in the very first few seconds, the description is that I learned and was not taught. And then the anger of the internet, which people on the internet are likely to be who they are anyway, they were furious. Mainly the name. The name is stupid. One guy said, unironically, I don't like the name because it promotes violence. Slapchop. As he paints his Nazi space, authoritarian, like genetically enhanced murder super soldiers. Yeah, as he paints the blade, yeah, which chops through 1,000 heretics. Yeah, like or the demon looking to possess the souls, or whatever promotes violence. That person is special in a way I can't really describe. Using a brush made from a dead animal. Anyway, and I know the internet is a bad place. The problem is I stream on Twitch Monday through to Friday, and pretty much everyone in my Twitch chat is pretty sound. We're like good dudes. Oh, thank you to Calendar for donating £35 to the show. Oh, now he doesn't like leaks. Which is in reference to the roof of my building leaking, but I do like it when leaks come out from Games Workshop. That was a good joke. That was a good joke. Okay, all right, okay, good. Thank you very much for the donation, and thank you to Burrito Warlock for resubscribing. Anyway, so this is now phase 3, and some elements during this in phase 3, a lot of people are like, you didn't even credit other people. Other people have been doing this since before time, like Dana Howell. At which point, Dana Howell makes a video, which is what I'm going to call phase 4. Dana Howell makes a video and she's like, I quite like this. And then she again, ironically, calls me the inventor, which is like propagating, because the idea that I invented it is the joke. The idea that I invented it is the joke, not something that's serious. That's something that's super important. Like, you have to be in on the joke to make the joke. You have to understand it, because clearly you can't have invented it because it's incredibly old. That's the point, right? And then this happened, right? This happened. And by the way, I was getting dragged. Like, people were being pretty mean, and I've got a pretty thick skin on the internet. It doesn't really bother me. I was like, whatever. Like, I think someone in my Discord earlier said, you know what? Rob might be a C word. Yeah, no, wait. Rob, you can call Rob a C word, and the best he'll do is agree, which is true. Yeah, which is pretty true. Yeah, I don't really care. Right. Anyway, then it was the other night, and thank you to the soup tier list, you coward. I will do a soup tier list. That's true. Oh yeah, like people who were like ex-White Dwarf editors were screaming and then blocking people. Like YouTube content creators with like 50,000 subscribers were like furiously typing rage comments about people painting. It's the most in the single breath, they were being like, people who talk about this painting technique are monsters, and at the same time, people who take competitively gaming seriously too much are monsters. Same breath, same humans, insane stuff. And then the final bit is this. So I tuned in to Tabletop Titans, who, if you go back and listen through all of my shows, I've complimented on making very good 40K content. They've made great 40K content for their audience, right? They've inspired a lot of people to do what is, in my opinion, the very worst shot in 40K, which is 2 people stood behind a table of 40K, so you can't see any of the game, and then just roll dice. Comfortably, in my opinion, the worst setup for watching a game of 40K. It's available to produce. However, hundreds of thousands of people like it, right? And that's what's really important. Thank you very much to some Norwegian dude for resubscribing. I appreciate you. So I tuned in because they were going to talk about Slapchop, and I was like, okay, that's pretty fun. I'm excited about that. Let's give it a little listen, yeah? So then let's see what they said.
That you're into it, but the branding and the kind of like vibing around
it. Weird. Like Honest War Gamers, like, look at me, I invented this method of painting, which is just called using contrast,
right?
Not on a primer, and it's like
that you're.
So I watched this live, and I was actually really disappointed in what Adrian said, because quite clearly he hasn't watched the original video. He may have watched some of the other videos, and he may have watched none of the videos, which we can forgive him for not understanding and not knowing. But I find it a little bit difficult and made me quite sad. That's the bit I just want to say. Yeah, like I've been through the cycle of maybe being angry about it. And I was in the chat at the time, and I was like, by the way, there's no point have I ever claimed to have invented this. In fact, I did a big Twitter thread where I talked about how I obviously haven't done that, and I just hoped it was a way to make people enjoy themselves. Could you just clarify that I didn't, and then they didn't, and then one of the mods said he didn't say that. So they tried to, like, the mod tried to gaslight me, and that you can go watch this, it's live. In the chat was like, he didn't say that. So while it was still live, I just went and clipped it and then replayed it to them, and then the mod shut up because, like, receipts work, right? And so, like, there was 600 people watching this live, and I don't know how many videos this has gone. I, in fact, actually go find out now how many. Yeah, okay, let's go find out how many views this. Okay, it's had 12,000 views, right? And maybe not everyone watched up until this point, but, you know, this guy has basically said, again, something not derogatory, although I think his delivery was a tad derogatory, in my opinion, but just some poor information about the process. And, like, it's just made me sad. Like, that's all I'm going to say. Like, you would feel as a content creator, they would take the opportunity to be a little bit more forthright before they made any of these claims personally, right? Like, and you would you just would, like, and he was like, his delivery was mean. Like, I think it's all fair to say to all of us, right? The delivery was a little bit like overarching, and I was just like, bro, like, stop making me sad. And then this kind of brings me on to, this is a part of the whole thing. Like, I almost want to block the word now. I'd like almost want no part in the whole process, which is super sad because it's something that's really fun. And, like, look at me, my little Slapchop minis right here in front of you, ready to put some little painty paints on. Yeah. I just, like, bro, it was a silly, fun video. Like, that was just, I was so joyous to learn how to paint better. I unironically yesterday said, I can't wait to paint these. They'll be really fun to paint. Which, if you're a fan of me, or if you've watched any of my shows up until I learned how to do this last year, it would have been, I'm going to paint directly out of the pot. I'm going to use Coca-Cola as my spinny water. Like, painters should be happy because you're getting a group of people like me who are so angry about painting, and we're now kind of like, well, I guess we'll do some painting, like, and that's like a nice group of people, like, and and it just made me sad, like, and I'm just gonna put that out there, like, and this is one of those really odd things because I almost accidentally stumbled into a fandom that's not mine. That's the weird thing. Like, as a content creator, I'll put stuff out and be like, I don't like this battle tome, or we should ban this unit, or look at these are the stats, or there's a really exciting tournament and here's the coverage. Like, oh, I love this book and look at all these really exciting things. I do that stuff and I'm completely happy in the medium that I'm in because the medium I'm in is this, like, creative medium, and I'm like, this is cool. This is the thing that I know about. We'll do stats. We'll do all sorts of stuff. Like, I love that medium. And when people are critical of me in that medium, that's fair. Like, I'll listen to it and I hope I'll learn and I'll grow as a person. But I've had 2 responses, basically. No, sorry, that's not fair. I've had 3 responses, basically, to creating a painting video. My first ever painting video. I'd like it to be super clear. My first ever painting video. Number 1, loads of people don't really paint being like, bro, this is great. Thanks very much. I'm going to paint some models like this. Let's go. Nice response. Yeah. The other response has been from some other creators. Yeah. Obviously not this creator here. Yeah. But other creators like Ninjon and Goobertown and and Dana, yeah, and Doug from 2 Plus Tough made a funny satirical video yesterday where they get it. They're like, look, it's fun, and, like, we're engaging, and that was really fun, and actually I really benefited from that. Had those people, yes, Darren Latham has been doing some slap chopping, which is pretty hilarious, yeah. Like, I don't know, like, so I've seen some really nice things from other content creators, which has also been really nice. But the painting, and not all painters, but a huge portion of, like, gatekeepery, snobby painting people, and it's not painters, because some of them are probably the same people who are gatekeepy about law, and they're gatekeepy about, like, other stuff. Like, I've just been like, they made me not want to step into that environment ever again. Like, that's my truth. Like, that's genuinely how I feel. It's upset me. It's upset people around me. Like, it's just, like people are, like, taking me and stuff, and I'm just like, bro, I just don't want to be any part of it. Like, I'm just going to paint my minis, which is all I did beforehand. I paint my minis, and I shut the fuck up about it. Like, I already, like I'm just going to go back to being that person. And it's just a weird, like, it's just weird. It's a weird, I just thought I'd tell you about my personal journey. Not that, like, I'm not saying like, that's it, throw in the towel. I just thought I'd express how my journey had gone and what had happened so far. I got to say, loads of support. Pretty much all the support has doubled or triple outweighed all of the negative. But the weird bit is when it's been the content creators who've been super supportive and then the content creators who've been like outright derogatory or like, hey, I haven't really understood what the hell is going on. And that's a bit sad because we're in the same field, like we're doing the same job, like ultimately. Right, incels do hate Slap Chop. That is true, right? And the thing is, it's not even the best way to paint. Of course, that's why you watch painters. That's why you go and watch like the Sughammer. That's why you go and watch Vince. That's why you go and watch fucking some other people. Oh my god! Thank you to Coots for donating £100. Coots, you're gonna help me fix the roof. Let's go, Coots! Thanks, man. I'm sad you're sad. Fuck them all. I continue to be a babe. It's not. I'm sad now because I have. If you've never tuned into this content, I actually have a real problem with people being nice to me. Probably got something to do with my childhood or something like that. And so when it happens, I just kind of get a bit awkward because obviously I don't even know. So yeah, that's how it works. Anyway, it's sad seeing your joke. Make you sad. Some people need to get some first-hand fuck you buddies and a slap job. I agree. It's been really weird writing and being on the other side and seeing, feeling things. Yeah, slap job inspired me to pick up the brushes again after 8 months. Appreciate you, buddy. Thanks. Listen, chat. Listen, I know that a lot more people appreciate it, so I'm going to double down and I'm going to be more vocal and more aggressive about it. But I guess that's kind of my point. Up until this point, I've been pretty chill. I've had some good shit happen recently. Surpassing the love. Man, you're great. Don't worry, Rob. I love you. Thanks, Punker. Love you too. Thanks, Coots. Message me, Coots, please. I want to chat to you and say thanks. But I think what I'm saying is, wait, let me think about how to say it. Let's go deeper. Maybe this is what I say. I'm going to say this clearly. Fuck them. That's what I'm going to say, right? Let's do it more, yeah? Let's paint our armies and go to tournaments, yeah? Because it's the same group of people who think that we're win-at-all-cost players because we go to tournaments and cuddle our friends, ask them how their day is, and be friends. Why don't we fuck them? Why don't we just go to events, have loads of fun with our painted armies, and just have a great time? Why don't we fuck them? Why don't we, at every opportunity when they're being negative, destroy them with our information and everything that we know? Why don't we have fun? Why don't we paint our minis and enjoy painting our minis and tell everyone to fuck off? Yeah, that's the process, chat. Yeah, that's what we do. Yeah, we have fun. We 3D print our minis. We buy our minis from whoever. We paint them and we fuck them. Yeah, that's what we do. Let's have fun. That's the future. That's the plan. Thank you to Steven663. He's donated £20 because I'm a cunt. I appreciate you. Thank you very much. Slapchop is no longer a painting technique, but a gaming mindset. That's also true. So, ladies and gentlemen of the audience, the YouTube people who cannot watch this because I said the word cunt, yeah, fuck them, right? Remember that. Don't let them get you down. If people are being mean to you in the comments, find the Honest Wargamer crew, yeah? You'll see them because they'll be swearing, yeah? They'll be slightly too antagonistic, or you'll be like, that's a bit too much, right? Yeah? That's it. Everyone who hates Slapchop is definitely a Tory. That's a fact. Everyone who hates Slapchop is a Tory. Those are the facts, right? And let's go. Thanks for listening to my ramble. It's probably been self-serving. I didn't mean it to be. I just wanted to let everyone know and what's been going on in the wide world. So, and I hope you're okay. Because also my experiences, your experiences. You may have just been painting some stuff and people have been like, I can't believe you're doing that. You're a dickhead. Like, bro, I just want to paint my models. Go away. That's it. That's all I'm going to say. Love you loads. Thanks for tuning in, etc., etc. Goodbye.